This video we are going to discuss about serial order. So, serial order performs the addition bit by bit. So, it requires simple circuitry than parallel. But it results into low speed. Of operation. So, as the serial order performs the addition bit by bit, it obviously requires much more time, and it is actually depends on the number of bits you are going to add. Now let us see the circuit diagram of serial order. It contains two shift registers and a full order and a D flip-flop. So here shift register is the group of flip-flops. Here flip-flop is the clock controlled memory device. It works on the basis of clock signal. Here the clock signal is nothing but one square wave. So these shift registers are going to operate, or it is going to shift the data towards the right side, which means to the full adder. So whatever the data is available on its LSB side, that will be shifted to the out, and further it will be given to the full adder. So here we are going to use the shift register which will shift the data towards the right side. Now here in the block diagram we are going to use two shift registers for the addition purpose. So first A0 and B0 will be added together along with carrying. Then A1 and B1 together added along with carrying. Then A2 and B2. Finally A3 and B3 will be added with carrying. So now we will see the next block of the serial order, that is full adder. So we have already seen full adder. The full adder is having three inputs A, B, C, and two outputs sum and C out, which is carry out. So here whatever sum is available, here whatever sum is available at its sum output, that will be given to the another shift register, which will store the final result of addition. So here the next block is shift register, which is used to store the summation of A and B registers. So here the same kind of shift registers are used. That means whenever the clock is applied, the current input register data A and B will be shifted towards right side, and parallelly the term register data will also be shifted towards the right side to get a new result bit into the sum register bit. Now next block of the serial order is D flip-flop. So actually the D flip-flop is a 1-bit memory device. It contains Q, D and CLK, CLR. Here Q represents the output states of a flip-flop and D is data. CLK means clock pin and CLR is current limiting resistor. Here it is clear bar pin. So here we are using the D flip-flop to hold the carry out, and whenever we want to perform the addition of next 2 bits, that time the C out will be given as C in for the next bit addition. Then this clear bar pin also used in D flip-flop, and the purpose is to clear the Q output of the D flip-flop. The D flip-flop also works on the clock basis. So that we can hold the D input at its input. And whenever we want to provide, we can provide the clock signal and get the input D input and its output Q in. Now let us see the working of a serial order. For better understanding of serial order working, we will take one example. So consider that 1101 and 1011 of the 2 numbers to be added. So just we will load these numbers into A register and a B register. Now we don't know actually what is output of the D flip-flop. So I have written here X which X is don't care. So to clear D flip-flop output, we will generate or we will provide the negative pulse on its clear bar P pin. By this Q out of the D flip-flop will be cleared. Now we want to perform the addition of A0 and B0. For that we will apply the clock signal to shift registers and D flip-flop, and parallelly the sum register. By this the clocks will be applied to all the registers, and D flip-flop by this clock signal is the C out of the full order. When full adder will be given to the Cin, and along with this A0 and B0 bits will be shifted to its output and it will be given to the A and B input of full adder. Then the sum of 1 1 0 will be given at its sum. Here we put 1 1 and here 0. The sum is then 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 1 0 in binary. So sum will be 0, and here in S3 sum will be 0 and carry out will be 1. Here carry out will be 1. So next thing is we have to provide the clock signal once again. So due to this the clock again, this first carry out signal will be transferred at the Cin, here in Cin, and along with the A0 and B0 are now zeros. Here A0 and B0 are now 0 and 1. Here C is Cin. So now A and B are full adder by shifting this data. So 0 and 1. Now 0 plus 1 plus 1 will be again 1 0 in binary. So sum will be 0 here, and again this previous 0 will be shifted at its S2 position, and new summed bit is arrived into S3 position along with the carry out is 1. Now again we will provide the clock signal to the next clock. So by this again here the Cout is already 1, so that will be shifted at its Cin. Now the next thing is this shift register will be shifted towards right side, and here 1 0 it will be changed to, here 1 0 will be given to A and B, Cin as 1, and the input is 1. So now addition of these 3 bits is equals to 1 plus 0 plus 1 is equals to 2. So 2 is binary, that is 1 0. So 0 is the summation. So 0 is the summation, and here carry out is the 1. So here this 0 0 will be shifted to S1 and S2 position. Then new sum that is 0 will be entered to S3 position. So now the summation of here B is changed to 1. Then the summation will be 1 1 and 1 will be 3 in decimal. Then the sum will be 1. Here S3 will be 1 and the zeros are shifted to S0, S1, S2 positions. Now it will be entered to S3 position 1 as 1. Now we got 5 summations, 5 bit summations. So carry out is 1. Here we can see the addition of 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 is here. Cout is 1, S3 is 1, S2 0, S1 is 0, S0 is 1. So here the answer is 1 1 0 0 0. So final bit of summation is given as 1 1 0 0 0.